The Jonathan Majors situation is one of those ones that is kind of hanging over the film fan world right now because everybody's kind of waiting to see how this is going to turn out. Now, of course, we don't have to go into this in detail. You guys have heard what's going on. There was accusations of abuse. Police arrested Jonathan Majors. He's been charged. Then Jonathan Majors' lawyer said, we have concrete video evidence that shows it's not true. We have witness testimony. We're going to get this thrown out really quickly. That was a month ago, and charges have still not been dropped, which means the DA is sitting on something. Now, again, I am making no guesses as to the innocence or guilt of Jonathan Majors. I wasn't there. I have not seen court documents, so I'm staying out of that. I don't know either way, but everybody's waiting to find out because Jonathan Majors not only is one of the great actors running right now, and he's on a total hot streak at the moment, but for Marvel fans in particular, he's got a very, very important part to play. He's Kang. The guy who, I didn't think they'd make Kang the next big bad of the next couple of phases, but he is. They made him the next big bad of the next couple of phases, and everybody's kind of waiting to find out what's going on. And will he be able to stay in the role? Will he have to be removed from the role? Will charges get dropped? Will charges get filed? All that kind of stuff. Well, yesterday you may have seen some headlines running around, like this one here. You may have seen some headlines going around like this one and a few others saying Disney is discussing removing Jonathan Majors as Kang. Disney is looking at firing Jonathan Majors. Is Jonathan Majors on the way out as Kang? And these headlines. Now, here's where these headlines came from. They came from Jeff Snyder, who is a reporter. He's done some stuff with us before. He's a reporter who has broken several major stories in the last year. And all these headlines are coming from one thing that Jeff said. He said he heard that Disney is discussing the situation and that Jonathan Majors' representation, his not his lawyer's representation, but rather his agent, had been discussing the situation. Which, of course, is, to quote Lawrence Fishburne in the DCU, water wet. Of course, they're discussing the situation. They've been discussing the situation since day one. Where the whole thing is about Disney is discussing removing Jonathan Majors. That is something that everybody else took editorial license with. Now, them discussing things may include that they're discussing removing him. I guess that's a possibility, but nowhere in Jeff's report is that what's implied. It very well could be they're discussing how long they're going to wait before they announce his next project as Kang. It could be they're discussing, how they're just going to navigate the minefield that's going to be out there now. It could be a lot of different things. But the moment this issue happened with Jonathan Majors, of course they're talking, but what are they talking about? And that is something that's never been out there. Because while you're getting headlines like this one, and you bring that one up again, Jonathan, is Jonathan Majors on his way out? At the same day, the same day that those headlines are going out, you go over to Yahoo Entertainment, and it's Jonathan Majors will reportedly remain in the MCU despite controversy. So you start getting all these contradictory things. These other headlines saying Disney discussing getting rid of Jonathan Majors. Other headlines saying reportedly he's going to stay on. They're going to move forward with him. I think the reality is everybody's full of shit. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Because everybody who thinks they're going to get rid of Jonathan Majors, guess what? If in 2 weeks the DA comes out and says, yeah, we've seen enough evidence to prove that Jonathan Majors didn't do anything, we're dropping the charges. Guess what? Nothing changes that. The MCU moves forward with their plans, everything moves forward, and this will be forgotten about. Or in 2 weeks, the DA comes out and says, we have concrete evidence that Jonathan Majors, was beaten on somebody, and we are bringing him to trial, and we're going to prosecute. Well, then everybody who's saying that Disney's going to stick with them, guess what? That's going to change real quick too. So the news here is there's no news. Of course, Disney, Jeff is absolutely right. Disney is discussing the situation. Of course they are. They're also discussing what they're going to get for lunch. But at the end of the day, right now, until the legal system starts to move forward and we start to see what's going to happen with Jonathan Majors one way or the other, no news. There's no news right now. So all these headlines you see flying around today, you can just skip them and look the other way. Anyway, Chris, you saw these things flying around, people talking about this. What's your first impression of it?
I mean, honestly, I think the whole creating a narrative about them talking. It's very, very reminiscent of what WB is finally doing, right, about Ezra Miller, of just, we are having these conversations. Okay, it took WB months and months and months and months and months.
Oh, 2 years.
Actually say they were doing this, right? And talking about doing something is very different, obviously, than doing something. But I do feel like that's why this story is even circulating to begin with of, hey, no, we will do something should we know what we need to do. So there's all of that. This story is so messy right now, too. There's all the speculation around it. The lawyer, as you were saying, is claiming they have this evidence. Those texts have been revealed, too, between the two of these people, supposedly. We've had some directors, A.B. Allen and Tim Nicolai, tweet about how Jonathan Majors has exhibited behavior that's problematic in the past, but also that's all hearsay. We don't know about any of this. We really don't know what happened. So really what it comes down to is if Jonathan Majors committed a crime, then yeah, Disney's going to do something about that, and rightly so. If he didn't, then he'll be proven innocent, and we'll move forward from there. That's the thing right now, is right now there's no concrete evidence for anyone else to weigh in on this who wasn't in that room and doesn't know what happened.
At least no concrete evidence that we're seeing.
Exactly, yeah.
Right now, right?
That hasn't been released to the public. And of course, the court of public opinion is always going to have their own mindset on things. Everyone's already making things. Twitter is wildly divisive, right? Of, this is a clear-cut case of abuse. We're not going to support this actor. Other people saying we are being so quick to jump on this actor for these allegations, yada, yada. Everyone's going to form their own opinions, but hopefully we get more data so those opinions have some facts tied to them, too.
Yeah, and hopefully we, as an audience, can learn we should also wait for data. Mm-hmm. We should wait for more information and see how that goes. And hopefully it all gets cleared up. Hopefully this all gets cleared up. Everything moves forward. Everything's good. Yeah. But again, the news here is that there is no news right now. We are all still in a wait and see pattern. So there's that. Guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Whatever your thoughts on the matter are, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. We want to thank a sponsor of this video, Manscaped. Gentlemen, if you didn't already know, it's tax season here in the US, and you know what that means? It means that Manscaped is here to make sure your paperwork is done and your boys downstairs are having fun. Make sure you spend your tax return money on the important things in life, like family, friends, and ball deodorant. Join the 8 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code Campea. Guys, I love all my Manscaped products, from the body wash to the lawnmower, an elegant tool for a more enlightened age. So what better way to invest your tax return than into yourself? Manscaped has the full package from head to toe to make sure you get your money's worth this April. The Performance Package 4.0 is the ultimate bundle you need to reinvent yourself and your confidence. The Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer is the star of the show, offering a precise shave on all your widest hedges, equipped with an LED light so you can navigate in and out of those difficult areas with ease. The Performance Package 4.0 now includes Manscaped's brand new Weed Whacker 2.0 ear and nose hair trimmer. And don't forget, for all my international friends out there with a little bit of scruff, Manscaped now has beard products. The start of spring also marks the start of Testicular Cancer Awareness Month in April. Manscaped has partnered with the Testicular Cancer Society to bring awareness to testicular cancer, men's health, and early cancer detection. So get 20% off plus free shipping with the code Campea at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code Campea at manscaped.com. Don't just get your money back this year, get your swagger back too with Manscaped.